Hello,
Post
hello. Post.
and post. That's how
Was there?
every stream starts, is us saying post.
Okay.
And that's because I'm posting to Discord that we have started streaming. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Good evening.
It's Thursday.
It's a Thursday MermFish stream.
MermFish. I'm Mermal.
You know, I tried to search MermFish on YouTube just to see what came up, and apparently there's something called um, Merm something or MerkFish.
MerkFish. Okay,
And
so
so we might not want to use that because if you even search MermFish on YouTube, it comes up with all those MerkFish stuff.
I'm
So
curious now. It sounds like an ugly fish.
no, it has nothing to do with fish.
Oh,
It's like a company or something.
okay. Well, I'm Mermal, the first half of the MermFish. I'm doing the art up here today, continuing with this art that I've been doing for a bajillion streams now. And you can see the prompt up next to me. This is the prompt that I got. That's what I'm working on. That's why we have a toaster here. So what are you doing today?
Technology versus nature. And
Mm-hmm.
slowly, nature has been winning.
Nature always wins.
Yeah. If somebody, I noticed that there's no like cord for the toaster.
Maybe it's hidden around the back.
Um, it,
Maybe it became one of these.
I was just wondering if you were gonna plug it in. Because you could have, you could plug it in, you could drop the Shunga thing down, and then you could have smoke coming out of it.
And light the whole thing on fire?
No, it just has smoke.
Okay.
Nah, it looks fine. There is significantly more detail in your flowers than on the toaster, though. I don't know if that's intentional.
Well, I mean, toasters are not all that exciting in the first place.
Really?
So
People who like toast might disagree.
they're not that exciting. This type of toaster isn't. I was going for the really cheap Oster toaster that you buy at, Walmart. No, you gonna tell everybody who you are and what you're playing?
You can call me Catfish. I have the bottom half of the split stream for gaming, and I'm continuing my Elder Scrolls random madness that I like to do, where I randomize a character, I randomize every single thing that you do in the game. Um, you can see I have a current task list, and all those tasks were randomized. And so I go through each game playing them that way. It kind of shakes it up and makes it fun. And I'm starting with the first game in the Elder Scrolls series, Arena, which came out in 1994. I don't think most people probably played this. Um, it was on MS-DOS, and it's a lot more basic than um, what you're used to if you've played the more modern Elder Scrolls games. But it's also you can see like the foundations of what the Elder Scrolls games became, and the world is pretty much set with the first game. Um, so I'm gonna bring it up. You can probably hear it, and I didn't put it up here. So boom, a little bit like that. And my character that I randomized is an archer and is a Khajiit. sure how loud that's gonna
Yeah, can you turn it down for me? I'm not allowed to have the remote.
be. It's really loud, the music in the towns, but once I get out of town in dungeons and stuff, it's like really quiet. Right, so my character is Vina Khajiit Archer. Khajiit in this game don't look like cats, so if I take my helmet off, you get like war paint, but no like obvious cat features, no tail or anything like that. It wasn't until Morrowind, the third game in the series, that they had like actual cat-looking features.
So are we doing the questions today too? Or are we skipping that?
You want to do random questions
We can do random
to get us sort of
questions.
going? Let me get started on my task here.
Okay. So
Oh, I got a
last
miscellaneous
stream,
quest. Okay.
yeah, last stream we did some random questions to help spur on some conversations.
Yeah, let me
So feel free to chime in if you're in the chat.
turn that audio down. Okay. I need to visit a shop. You. Where is the nearest store? Why don't I just tell you and put it on your map? Adventures Equipment Store. I got some shit I gotta sell from our last adventure.
So I am working on the leaves, on the final part of the leaves. So I've got this to fill right down here, the rest of this and this to fill in this. So hopefully we'll finish leaves tonight.
Yeah, so this is very much like Elder Scrolls game, right? Like every Elder Scrolls game was like this, where you went into a dungeon, you got a bunch of shit, and then you come back to a town and you sell it. That's so it's the same gameplay loop that you're used to with the modern games. Okay. And you have to sell shit because you can only carry so much. Alright, you. Give me some rumors about work. A delivery job for somebody at the Dancing Golem, a few steps northeast of here. Check my map. Dancing Golem, okay, it is right there. So he says there's somebody in this inn that'll give me a quest. So if you play Skyrim, they have like the Radiant quest system. It's actually a throwback to this game where quests were just randomly generated. And they're pretty simple ones. So lend me your ear for a moment. Got to deliver some gold to a Conclave of Solitude. Not related to Solitude in Skyrim, although that city is in this game. You get 240 gold if you can do it. Okay. So it's just a trek across town to a church. Or temple, whatever you want to call it. So where is the Conclave of Solitude? Southwest of here, he says.
My hearts are much better today for some reason.
Here's a church. That's it. Go and talk to the monk, give him the piece of gold. Enjoy your gold. Alright. Can I save it in the church? No, you cannot. I don't want to save it in that one. So there's no quick save, so you got like these, I think 12 slots or something like that. Alright, so random questions?
Sure.
Yeah, so I put a list together of just a bunch of icebreaker questions that you can get online, and a lot of them are weird and just from many different sources. So I just put them all together. It's 1,592, and we'll see what we get. We'll just answer it and keep us talking. There you go, Mermal. Can you see that? Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always 20 minutes early? That one's pretty easy for me. 20 minutes early.
Yeah, 20 minutes early.
Being late makes me...
Anxious.
Yeah. Being late anywhere makes me anxious. Even if it's like, there's no accountability. If I said I was going to be there at this time, then I want to be there.
Yep.
Although I guess that's rude if you're going to parties. Apparently, that's like...
When do you go to parties?
I don't go to parties, but like...
Okay.
The question said you can only ever be always 10 minutes late or always 20 minutes early. I can find something. I can find something to do for 20 minutes.
Yep.
If I get there early. But if I'm 10 minutes late, I gotta do like the apologies and explain myself, and to be always 10 minutes late, I'm not gonna have a job very long.
Yep.
Or I shouldn't. Family be pissed all the time.
I like to be always early. Not only that, but you can kind of, wherever you're going, you can kind of scope it out a little bit. Get comfortable where you're at. Especially if it's someplace you've never been.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another one of those randomly generated quests. Sometimes they don't give them to you back to back though. Someone to get or steal something in some inn to the southeast if you have any interest. He didn't even give me the inn's name. Do you know anything about this? Best I can tell you is to head southeast. He don't know shit either. That's pretty good though. That's very accurate with a rumor. For people to be like, I heard some dude was offering a job, but you know, he's in some inn to the southeast and I don't go down there. I don't know the name of it. This person knows, though. Knows the person's name in some tavern just south. So no, they don't know the name of the tavern. How about the
Just
monks?
south.
Monks don't know shit. Thirsty Dagger is the name of the inn. Alright, where is Inn South? Okay. Do I have it on my map? I do not. So this game has no skills. It's the only Elder Scrolls game that doesn't have a skill-based leveling up system. This is based entirely on experience points, which you get a little bit from quests, mostly from killing monsters. So it's a killing monsters game. You can't level up unless you kill monsters. I want to know. No, I want to know. No. I want to know where the Thirsty Dagger is. Oh, you can put it on my map. Okay. Thirsty Dagger's a cool name of a bar.
I think it's kind of weird.
It is. It almost suggests that the dagger's like...
Cursed.
Yeah, like the one in our game that we made.
Oh, yeah.
We had a cursed dagger in the game that we developed. Alright, what does she want us to do? to unearth sundries.
Sundries.
I have to escort this guy that's on my screen now. He's also a Khajiit, because this is a Khajiit town. They are not cats. So where is unearthed sundries? East of here. So if you play the game long enough, you can actually recognize building types that they have a certain texture if they're like a store, and that's these right here.
Oh, texture. Oh.
This sort of gray texture. Okay, delivery complete. You know what? Do you have anything good? Any good shit?
I start humming this song. This song gets stuck in my head.
It has good music. I think it has good music, certainly for the time. This is the CD version of it, so it sounds a little bit better than the original DOS version, but it was still good. Alright, let me mark that off my task list. Looks like random dungeon is next. So if you go outside the city walls, the area is sort of randomized, and you can find if you walk far enough, you can find a random dungeon, randomly generated. So even if you think about like the newer games that Bethesda's made, like Starfield, it's still the same concept where like you're walking in an area and eventually a dungeon pops up for you to, or something to explore. It's the same concept. Trouble is finding the door to get the hell out of the city. There's usually only one. Alright, so I'm just gonna head in some random direction here. I'm gonna head east. So this game world is huge, but it's not like overly detailed. So like if I look at the world map, it has the entirety of Tamriel, which is the world of the Elder Scrolls. So it has all the provinces. So like there's Skyrim. That was just one game. Morrowind was just this island of Vardenfell here. And this has the entire thing. But it's not super detailed at all, and you can't even really walk. You can't walk from one place to another. You have to use this travel map, this fast travel map to get anywhere. No matter, I could hold the up button and leave it up overnight, and eventually the game will just freeze. Like you won't get anywhere. What were you saying?
No, I was just asking something about what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. I've forgotten already what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Brain fried after work.
Yeah, normally I would do this on a Saturday, but where you won't be streaming this Saturday like normal. So I figured I would do it tonight. That and I wanted to play it. Is this a random dungeon? It is. Okay.
Okay, before you do that, do we get another question?
Oh, you want another question? Is that what you were saying before?
No, it wasn't. I was going to say something about which you're saying that the world is so big.
It's big, but it's not detailed. Alright. New question. This is a randomizer program I use called the Hat. So it's like drawing names out of a hat. That's sort of the idea. I use that a lot. Would you rather have lots of small bad things happen to you throughout the month, or have one day per month where lots of bad things happen to you? So it's, would you death by 1,000 little cuts, or one day where the one shit day?
Can I have neither?
No, this is,
Let's get it over
it's a
with.
pick
We'll
your
do one
poison
shit
question.
day. One shit day.
It depends on what you mean by small bad things, right? Like,
They're
you're
just
talking about if I
minor.
stub my toe every morning, like that, does that count as a one small bad thing? It says lots of small bad things happen to you throughout the month, or one day per month where lots of bad things happen to you. Um, yeah, like I don't want to get robbed once a month. Like
Well,
it's
I'm assuming it's like lots of different things.
well, that's what it's the first choice sounds like. It's lots of small bad things happen to you throughout the month. No, I think I'd want one day. If I know that it's only gonna be one day, then that would feel pretty good. I can deal with that. I'd be like, oh man, it's the 19th,
Oh, the 19th sucks.
and that's when I have my bad day, and I can be like, you know, I'm gonna call off work, I'm gonna sleep,
I'm just gonna sleep through it and instead have
I'm
nightmares.
gonna I'm gonna eat chips and watch Gilmore Girls or something all day,
That's a weird one.
and then, but then if you know that, do you get to pick your day? I guess that's what it is, or is it like a surprise every month, and it's like, oh shit, it's that day.
I would think it's a surprise every month.
And does that mean that all the other days that you have?
I mean, technically,
I'm
in a
probably
way,
overthinking
women
it, but
already
that's what I
deal
do.
with this every month. So,
What? Which one?
which one?
It's
The one bad day.
well, I've heard otherwise.
Well, yeah, it's definitely more than one day, but there is usually one day that's worse than the others.
It's okay. So what I'm thinking, it's like, have you ever seen the movie One Fine Day?
No, I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's George Clooney and um, the lady that played Catwoman in Batman Returns. Why can't I think?
Michelle
Michelle
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. Where they just have the worst day you could possibly imagine. But then it ends up being good at the end, I guess. It does have a happy ending, but the whole movie's one day and it's one shit day. So if you're saying I
Okay.
get a day like that where everything goes wrong, but the rest of my days, you're guaranteeing that the rest of the days of the month are not going to be bad, then I would take that. But I don't know that it's doing that. It sounds like, would you rather have lots of small bad things happen to you throughout the month? To me, that's normal.
Yeah, that is pretty normal. So maybe we should pick that.
And I don't know the severity of the bad things if it's on one day, right? Like, are we talking people die? Do I get injured? Do I break bones? Because those are going to suck throughout the month, even though they happened on one day.
Yeah.
Like a car accident? Fuck that. No. Hell no. I'll take the small things. Like if my cat scratches me every morning. Like I can deal with that.
Which,
She
she
could.
tries to.
Yeah, I'm probably overanalyzing it, but that's what I do. I want to know more. I have more questions to this question. But I would, if I'm just looking at its surface value here without analyzing it, I'm gonna say I'll take lots of small bad things happen to you throughout the month, because to me that's just normal.
Yeah, that's a good perspective because I didn't think about that. If that's normal, then I will take the normal. We'll do small things then.
Yeah, because they're saying that they're small bad things, whereas the one day per month where lots of bad things happen, it didn't say they were small things. So, to me, bad things are all determined by the severity, and I can deal with it if it's small. Stubbing your toe, biting your tongue. That one
I
sucks.
don't like the biting the tongue thing. I would rather that not happen
Hangnails.
ever.
Let me use my bracers of light so I can see. Alright, it's like somebody's house and we're gonna raid it. My character's an archer, is very good at, archery, but not good at anything else. It just so happens. Oh, what's going on? Oh, this guy.
But it is obvious that I will destroy you. Even as each piece of the star comes into your possession, it becomes easier to find you. And I have done just that. Face my creatures if
that
you
wouldn't
dare.
happen.
I am through toying with you.
So that was Jagar Tharn. He is the antagonist. He has, he sent people after me. What he did was he trapped the Emperor. He jailed us. And, yeah, he trapped the Emperor and sent him to another dimension, which we later learn is Oblivion, if you've ever played the game Oblivion. So, our job is to go and recover 8 pieces of what they call the Staff of Chaos, which is supposedly going to free him. Ooh, shit, a troll.
That's a troll.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
trolls regenerate
Yes.
unless you kill them by magic. I'm an archer. I can't use magic. That's one of the things about the first 2 Elder Scrolls games is that, like, certain classes, when you choose your class at the beginning, can't use magic. Archers can't use magic. They can in later games, which is nice, but not this one. So I don't have a way of killing him by magic. So I shot him with arrows, and he's dead, but he's going to come back to life. Now, there happens to be an exploit that you can use in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you rest in the game, all the bodies that are in the world disappear.
All the
However,
bodies hit the floor.
you can't rest when there's an enemy nearby, unless you rest for 0 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So it says camp for a while, and he says how many hours do you want to rest? And if I put 0 and enter, his body will disappear, and therefore he can't regenerate.
Oh my
But you have to take him
goodness.
down first, though. Like, he has to be in this state where he's, like, down on the floor like that. If he's up and he's attacking me, this won't work. So I do 0, I press enter, and his body disappeared and he can't regenerate. Haha. It's great. Another exploit of the game is if you go up and down the steps like this a bunch of times, Arena does not reset its memory for, like, treasure piles. It just keeps piling them up every single time that you go up and down a floor. So every time you do it, you're just increasing the amount of treasure that you'll find in treasure piles, if you can find one, which I haven't on this. Oh shit, a spider. These are some tricks to the trade. This game's actually really hard, so, like, if you've never played it before, it's not like a terrible idea to use some exploits. There's even more if, like, you have magic. They kind of screwed up. You know, Bethesda does that from time to time, and they've been doing that since the beginning. Killed an orc. You can play as an orc in the new games. You cannot play as an orc in this game. Orcs and Imperials are not playable races. There was no treasure up there.
Imperials.
Yeah, Imperials didn't exist. I actually really like the game, mainly for its simplicity. I kind of find that refreshing, where it's just like, you come in here and you kill shit.
Hack and slash.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about blocking. It's just sort of go in there and get the treasure and get the hell out. This particular dungeon, if you want to call it that, is not very big. But the main quest dungeons are gigantic. I got some, so you can get magical items, and you can use magical items as a archer. I can't wear plate armor. That sucks. Plate armor.
So, are there like scrolls in this game that you can use as magic, even though you're an archer?
Not scrolls, no. There's like 5 different magical item types. So like, there's crystals, marks, bracers, bracelets, and then belts, torques, amulets.
Well, I was thinking like you were talking about the troll and not being able to kill it because you're an archer.
Yeah, if I had a magical item that could cast like a fire spell, then yeah, I could kill him.
Okay.
Offensive magic, though, is a bit tough to use. The game is very, like, heavily melee oriented. I mean, like, melee weapons oriented. And so as an archer, I'm kind of at a disadvantage because enemies, you don't usually see them from far away. They sort of spawn right on top of you. So it's not like an opportunity to snipe them from far away with spells or arrows. But I do have a really good bow. I have a pretty good battle axe too that I can wield. Yeah, my character's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my character right now. Next task. It's another one of those miscellaneous quests, and then we're going to a different town. So
Time for a question.
you want another question?
Yep. I'm trying to do them between your tasks.
All right, here we go. Boop. What's one of the best ideas our company has come up with? So I guess this is one that you would ask in like a job setting. But we can say what's one of the best ideas that we have come up with? Or just one of us. Like you could say the best idea you have come up with. It doesn't have to be us collectively.
Best idea.
Other than doing the stream, right? This is a really great idea that we do this. Really what this stream is just us doing what we would normally do at night, in the evenings with our free time. And we normally would talk and do our own thing, and we're both in the same room. We talk about just random topics that come up, like something might come up in the game that I'm playing, or she might have read something or has something if we're watching football or something. Something comes up and we'll just start talking about stuff. And a lot of times we talk about stuff in like a lighthearted manner where we're like laughing about it and we kind of make fun of people. I don't really like people. Mermal kind of likes people more than me, but only a little bit. And I think you're coming my way more and more.
Sometimes.
Yeah, becoming more of a miser like me.
It's the best idea our company has come up with. The
stream.
Well.
No.
Best idea I came up with is marrying you. No, I guess that was your idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I said yes.
It's not an idea. I don't know. It's an idea. It's sort of like a. I have an idea,
don't know.
Mermal. Let's get married. I concur.
Getting debt free was a pretty good idea. It was a pretty good idea. I'm pretty proud of that one.
I'm kind of thinking more on the creative side.
Okay. I have an idea. The best idea was to not have children.
Man, you're trending a little negative.
Why?
Your best idea was to not do something, right? That's the,
Yes.
nah. It's like the best idea I ever had was to eat breakfast this morning.
Well, it's not something a lot of people do every day.
Eat breakfast?
No. Not have kids.
Well, every day? Tell that to Philip Rivers.
What's the best idea? Creatively the best idea. I'm having trouble with this one.
I don't know, there's a lot of things I would consider cool ideas because they're things that they kind of like give me purpose in life and like keep me busy and have to do with my hobbies. Oh, we have to go into a dungeon and recover something? Or another town.
So maybe this is something? I don't know. I'm kind of down talking myself in my head here. I did 2
This is
murals
so
in the
loud.
house. It is kind of loud. I did 2 wall murals in the house, and I still really love those a year later. So I think that's a pretty good idea that I did that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think it was a cool idea for me to have participated in what they call NaNoWriMo or National Write a Novel Month.
Yeah.
But instead of writing a novel one year, I wrote 60 short stories. And so that was cool.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
This is interesting. This guy's like, I need you to deliver my son to a church in another town where you meet a representative of the Blades. This is the first Elder Scrolls game, and it's mentioning the Blades and the Dark Brotherhood here.
What are you taking the son to?
Well, I'm taking him to the Blades, so the Blades are like supposed to be the protectors of the Emperor and stuff.
Oh, okay. Who is the son?
It's just the Duke's son, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's an acceptable answer, I guess.
Oh, I'm not taking his son. I'm going to get a note from the Blades.
Oh.
I'm a damn courier. Man, that music is so loud. There's such a big difference between being in towns and being in caves or in dungeons.
I feel like I still need a few more leaves.
Corinth. Oh, it's
Maybe
nighttime.
it's just one.
Nighttime is dangerous. So I'll be able to go to the castle at night. I need to find an inn. Oh, I'm not going to the castle, I'm going to a church. But either way, I need to find a place to stay for that. Hey, you. Where is the nearest inn? Oh, you put it on my map. Thanks, bro. The Devil's Griffin. I shot the door by accident.
What did that door ever do to you?
It's just if you right click, it shoots an arrow, but right click is also like the button for revealing the name of an inn. So I did that, and it did both actions.
You have done well.
This is our helper lady, just helping us on the quest.
The third piece of the staff is yours. Rumors have been whispered about in the Empire. I think Tharn senses that the pieces come together.
She has very shiny earrings.
Care to not be discovered by him.
Fun fact about this lady is that she actually worked on the game.
I have divined the location of the fourth piece of the staff. It lies in the halls of Colossus.
I don't know if the voice is her, though, but that's her face. What?
That's her face.
That's her face.
I hope it's her face and not someone else's.
Only wish I could offer you more. Fare thee well, my friend, and find this place for the sake of our loved ones.
Alright, we're calling that one done. Now we're gonna work on this one. I thought I fixed some of these. Fixed them.
Oh shit, it's still nighttime. She interrupted me in the middle of the sleep and
She came to you in a dream.
it came to you in a dream. I'm a camp, sleep on this table for 9 hours. Pro tip about Arena is when you go to sleep, always sleep on an elevated surface. Otherwise, there's a chance you can get attacked in your sleep.
But not if you're elevated.
Not if you're elevated, right?
Just like a little plank of wood.
Yeah, so I always go on the tables and sleep. And then they transport me to a room, but I never get attacked. And that's because if a person's gonna attack you and they see you on a table, they're like, oh no, I'm not messing with that.
That man sleeps on a table. Who does that?
Screw that. I'm not playing around with that. He sleeps on tables.
This man's insane.
Man, he's not to be trifled with. I'm playing as a female, though. She's not to be trifled with. Where is Conclave of the One? Not sure. Go southeast. This might be it. Nope. What's this? Nope. There we go. You're here for the note, am I right? Here it is. Tell Duke Amsald I said thank you.
I feel like these stems aren't thick enough.
It's weird that that guy's store is right outside the castle. Here's your money. Thank you very much. Let's get out of here. We're going to a different town.
Is there a list of how many towns and cities are in this game?
Yes, because I randomized
Ah,
that list. Do you want to know?
I want to know.
One moment.
Just a moment.
How many towns? So this is towns. This is towns, cities, and villages, all encompassing.
Okay.
There is, drum roll, 256. How about that? Do you think that's a coincidence? I do not.
What?
What?
I'm confused.
About what?
What's the coincidence of the number?
That it's 256.
Yeah.
Divisible by 8.
Oh. How was I supposed to know that?
It's just a common computer number, right? Like, and that's because
Okay.
There.
Common computer number. I'm highly confused. There's a common computer number. Okay.
yeah, so like you have 8 bits,
Okay.
16, 32,
All right.
64, 128, and then 256.
Okay.
So it makes sense
Now
that
that makes sense.
yeah, so it makes sense that you probably have a code associated with that in the game that has 256 unique identifiers. Okay. Need to update this task list. And I'm sure you want another question.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Did I whisper?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did I stutter? Right. Random question. This is okay. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy? Yeah, I know one for you.
Popcorn and pickle juice.
The question is whether or not I have one. I think I've heard people tell me I'm weird because I put ketchup on chicken sandwiches.
Well, that was me. I do think that's an odd one, but
Like
I don't know.
fried chicken sandwich with I
Yeah,
put ketchup on it.
no, it's mayonnaise.
No, it's gross. um,
No, but to be honest, I don't think it's all that weird. I think salting your pizza is weirder. That makes no sense
I
to
don't
me.
know. Yeah, I don't understand why that's weird.
There's
You-
already salt on the
Okay,
pizza.
so you salt watermelon and you salt tomatoes, right? So why would that
Yes,
be any different?
there's not salt on them. Pizza is made with salt and everything. It's got salt and cheese, it's got salt in the crust, it's got salt in the sauce.
It's a flavor enhancer. You put salt on a lot of things.
It's already enhanced.
Well, depending on the pizza, it's not. I don't think it's weird. So that's certainly not a weird food combination. I don't think that qualifies.
No, not quite like mine.
There's
anyway.
a dungeon on an island. Do I have any? I don't think it's a weird combination, but there's a snack that I make that I call barf. And it's just hard pretzels with melted cheese on it. And I call it barf because it looks like it. But it's good. I haven't had it in a while though. It's not good for you. I shot the door.
Again. I think I just used a different color there. Yeah.
I don't think that I have anything that I think people would consider unusual. Oh, hellhound. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an instance where like somebody would be like, somebody reacted to me eating something and was like, "That's so weird," and I really can't recall that.
So the popcorn and pickle juice thing is not just me. It came from my mom, who, when she was a child, her and her friends were trying like weird food combinations and stumbled upon popcorn and pickle juice, which they thought actually tasted really good. And so my mom continued eating that as a snack. And then, of course, I picked it up. I think I'm the only child that did. Brian and Lindsay didn't eat it.
I can kind of think of something with like so we had, when I was a kid, we got like the Dr. Dreadful. I don't know if you remember that. The food labs and drink lab.
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
So it was like a kid's toy, but like you made like gummy worms and spiders and
Yeah.
um, what were some of the other things? There was like monster warts or whatever. So you like had an eyedropper thing that you would put on your. You'd mix like a powder and like a liquid, and it would make like this thing that you could use an eyedropper on, and then you like put it on your arm, and it looked like green warts that you could eat.
Ew.
Yeah, and they called it Dr. Dreadful, where you just make a bunch of like goofy looking sugary things, candies and stuff, just from like they give you like a couple of flasks in the package, and they would give you like these packages of powders, and you mix and to make the stuff, right?
Yep.
And I remember like inevitably every time we busted that thing out, we always would end up mixing everything together in one thing. It would create like the most sour, crazy thing that's like gelatin, and it had
Ew.
like monster warts in it, but it was like a foaming mess of sugarness. You drink it and you're like, oh my god, this is nasty, and you just did it every time anyway. That might be my.
Did you actually like it?
No, I don't think so. It was just sort of like a fun thing, like, oh, this is nasty, try it, and then
Yeah.
that might be mine. Um, that's really the best I think I can come up with, at least just off the top of my head.
That looks so much better.
Let's go north. This is the swimming music. They change the music when you get in the water. You can't do shit in this game in the water, by the way. You can't do anything. You can't attack. And if you get paralyzed by like a spider or a Medusa, because there's Medusas in the game, if you get paralyzed while you're in the water, you're instant death. Doesn't matter how much health you have, you're dead immediately.
Well, I mean,
It makes sense,
sense.
but that's harsh. And there's one dungeon, main quest dungeon later, where they put a bunch of Medusas around water to get you for that.
Of course they do.
The bastards. Alright.
So, if we can't use the name MermFish anymore, I mean, we can. But you're saying when you search MermFish.
Yeah, if people are looking for us and they're searching MermFish, they're gonna get something else on YouTube. And so I think we could put it backwards. We could do it Fish Merm.
Fish Merm.
Maybe that has better results.
Fishing with Merm.
Yeah, I wonder how many people would see that anyway and be like, I don't know. Getting a whole lot of gold in these dungeons, but not any really good items. Something weird about this game that I noticed, in these buildings with multiple levels, the higher level you go, it seems like you have this weird Alice in Wonderland effect where you shrink, but the world... Look at how big the fucking door is.
Yeah, you're like super short.
Look, like, there's this handle. It like...
You are now a dwarf.
It stretches it, the textures, and they get taller the further you go up on any level. It's really weird. It only happens in like buildings. It doesn't happen in dungeons.
Developers were like, you know what?
I think it's an
It's not that bad to fix.
Yeah, it's not something that they did on purpose. Look at these freaking things.
All the other things we had to fix.
Like it's island giganticism. Oh no, another troll.
See, it looks kind of like a crab to me for some reason.
A crab?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's got like a big club with spikes in one hand.
Yeah, maybe.
Camp for 0 hours.
That's why I was like, that was a troll the first time you told me that.
Well, shit. So you can only fail once with the lockpicking, and then you can't do it again. So your only choice after that is to use... You can actually hit it with a melee weapon and open it, which is what that noise is.
So what would be the point of lockpicking then if you fail once and you can't do it again?
Well, if you're really good, then you don't have to do that. And that actually damages your weapon. So, if you're like a thief class, you have a lot better chance of picking locks, obviously. And so it saves on the item wear. But no, there's not really any good stealth mechanics in the game, so the thief type classes are kind of the hard mode. Really, that's how the difficulty level works in this game, is really just by picking the class. So like being a warrior type or a mage can make the game easy, but if you pick like a thief, it can be very difficult. In the late game, pretty much the best you can do is buy potions of invisibility and run past everything. But of course you need to kill shit to gain experience, so... Alright, time to do a main quest dungeon. Explore. Alright, we'll do another random question. That was a good one.
Yeah.
What's something interesting about your family history? Well, we've both done pretty extensive
Well,
ancestry stuff.
you've done extensive ancestry stuff for me.
I guess. I find a lot of that stuff interesting. Check on some things. So you have an ancestor named Fear Sturgis, which is interesting.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people might have that same ancestor because
Certainly,
she
yeah.
had like 19 kids or something.
Yeah, Philip Rivers.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fear Sturgis, she was one of the people who came over on the Mayflower. She was very young when she came over. Yeah, a strange name. And she actually named her children strange names too. Like, can I remember any of them?
They were more words than names, right? So they were
Yeah,
like
so
like
Constance, I think, was one, maybe?
they were like destiny. Like, so her name was Fear.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I don't think there was a courage. I feel like it was more the girls who had the unique names than the boys.
Yeah, because you couldn't take liberties with boys' names then. Because
I wonder if no, Liberties was not one of them.
no, I mean like because their profession relied upon it, whereas the women didn't have professions, so they didn't have like a name that was
Well, at that time, she was over in America, and there were barely.
there was no settlements.
Yeah, there were no settlements, so she could have named those boys anything.
Yeah, but they need to be like John and shit, right? Everybody names their kid John.
I say she named them, but I guess her husband kind of had to agree, right? Yeah, let's name them something weird.
Let's name him something weird.
I think we'll put one more leaf right there. Is that the most interesting thing about my history?
You had an ancestor that I think was killed in the Seminole Wars in Florida.
Oh, that is an interesting one. Yeah, so there's actually a book with his name in it. And it said, did it say he was killed by a Seminole Indian or Muskogee?
I don't know because the people then couldn't tell a difference, right? So it's just
Yeah, I
he
know.
was killed by
But here in this area, I
natives.
think it's Muskogee. Or Miccosukee, maybe. So yeah, he was in this area, got killed by one of the, either a Seminole Indian or a Muskogee Indian. Which was kind of interesting. And the first time, I think the first time you told me that, I was like, yeah, he probably deserved it.
It was later in his life though too. So like he was a older man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stories that I think are interesting. You have a lot of people from a lot of different regions in America.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my people came mostly from Europe, and they came over mostly during the Industrial Revolution. period, so they weren't. I had a few that were here, like for the Revolutionary War, but not nearly as many as you. Where is the Mages Guild? Northeast. I guess I need to turn in for the night. That's 5. Why is it dark at 6? Is it winter? The Mage's Guild should still be open if I can find it.
You need to switch the topic or whatever.
Oh, the
The
category,
art to
right?
gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the category.
So since we do a split stream, Twitch only allows you to select one category at a time. And so we're doing 2 different things. We're also talking, so we could have a number of different categories. And so we start the stream with art category, and then we change it halfway through to what I'm doing, which is I consider retro gaming. That way we can try and pull in people who are interested in one or the other.
Okay, so I think I might be done with the leaves. I, of course, can look at this and go, well, there's places that I can put leaves. Like these here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on adding some more flowers. So I need to add this flower to some spots. I think I've added enough flowers here, but there is this one spot that I want to add some flowers to.
I think you,
And
oh, go ahead.
oh. What did you say?
You go ahead.
Oh, okay. And I was just going to add some more flowers down this to really just fill it out with more flowers. You can go ahead.
I just wanted to thank Amara Art for following us.
Thanks for following us.
We don't have anything that pops up at the moment set up, so when we get a follower, so we can sort of do a dance if you want to for them. You know, do a quick dance when we get a follower.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Really? A dance? You're going to do a weird dance?
Thank you
Okay.
for the follow. You're the best. Thank you. Did I get attacked? I did. There's a Minotaur. Okay, so I need to find the Mages Guild, and I think it's across the river. I'm gonna do a river hop.
I forgot. I'm doing flowers on different layers.
If I'm getting attacked, I'm guessing the Mages Guild is not open. No, it's not open. Shit, man. Alright, here's an inn. I need a bed. I do think it's weird that you can pick what kind of bed you want in the game. I just don't understand why that mechanic was there. Just weird. There's no impact on anything. I guess it's just sort of a role-playing thing.
So you can decide if you're rich or not.
I am rich, but I always get the single.
Yeah, it makes no sense to... I don't like this one. There we go.
I never slept, did I?
Did you buy a bed and then didn't sleep in it?
Yeah, I did. Did I only sleep for 1 hour? Oh, I must have didn't sleep until healed. Sleeping on tables again.
So it doesn't have any impact on your health or anything sleeping on tables?
No.
Because...
They move you to a bed.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're like, oh, he got drunk and fell asleep on the table, so we're gonna move him to.
We'll be kind and move him to a bed.
Yeah, they drag you to a bed. So you can't join factions in the game, but there is a mages guild and stuff like that. So no voice dialogue. We wouldn't get that for quite a while. A little bit of it in Morrowind, and not until Oblivion was everything really voiced. So this is a lot of reading. This is what you had to do when you played video games that were older than like 2000. The TLDR is that we're looking for a place called the Temple of Agamanus. Or no, we're actually looking for the Halls of Colossus. And the guy's like, yeah, I think I know where you can find out where the Halls of Colossus are, but it's in this tablet in this other dungeon. So you have to go get that tablet, and if you can get it, then I can tell you where the Halls of Colossus are. So, yeah, will you help me? Yes, I will help you get the tablet. It's my only choice.
I'm trying to match whatever I did over here. I don't know if I'm being very successful, so we'll see.
Immediately get attacked. I have a really good bow, and like the better bow you have, the faster you can shoot. So this is kind of machine gun like. That, and I'm an archer, so archers get a speed bonus. Let's get some light up in here. If I'm not mistaken, this dungeon sucks.
Not bad. Did I get the right green? I did not.
Shit, do I need pass wall here? I do, I think. Well, I guess I don't need it, but it's very helpful. No, I do need freaking pass wall.
What is that?
So pass wall is a spell that allows you to destroy walls, and there's a glitch. I guess you call it a glitch in this dungeon. I need to find a thing of pass wall. Let me look this up. Where you can find, because I need a magical item that give you a pass wall. So there's a glitch in this dungeon where like there's a ghost in a certain place that's really inconvenient, and you can't kill him because you're in the water. You can't attack when you're in the water.
Okay.
And he sits above you, and you get stuck, and you can't kill him, and he's there, and he just keeps hitting you until you die. And you can't move either. And you need to get past him to get that tablet that that guy wants you to get for the quest. So the only way around that is to destroy the walls so that the ghost doesn't trap you there. And the only way to do that is to get an item that casts pass wall. Since I don't have the ability to cast spells of my own. So I'm trying to find where we can purchase an item like that. Like bracers or something. Don't I have some magical weapons? Hold on a second. They're not identified though, but maybe one of them happens to be passable. That would be very lucky.
It's worthless.
It's worthless. I drop this shit.
I can't wait until you play Might and Magic 7 and 8 on stream, which will be like forever from now, I feel like.
It's a while, yeah. Might and Magic 6 came out in 96, so we're getting there, but... Or maybe 98, I don't know.
Maybe I'll be the one that plays it.
Yeah, probably better if you play it. We could both play it at the same time.
Yeah, but we would have competing noise.
We can mute one of them. We can have it so that they only hear one of ours, but if you wear headphones or something, and you can hear your own. Bracers. Success. That was a shield one. So I have one with shield. What's this one? So if they're blue like this, they're unidentified. Success. I think they're both shield ones. They're definitely not pass wall. Damn. Okay. Corinth pass wall. It's expensive, but there's a bracers pass wall there, which is where I just was. So I could have got it from the Mages Guild. You think that can't be a coincidence? That the Mages Guild that I just got the quest from sells the item I need to get past that?
Of course.
Alright, now it's night again. There's a troll in town. Run. Oh, and a goal too? So I kind of want to kill him because you get experience. There's a lot of enemies here. This place is dangerous. Danger ops.
Danger ops. What was that?
What was it?
I don't know. She attacked the window.
Yes, we have a cat.
She's on the move.
Looking for a place to sleep. There we go. The Dancing Cup. That's a good name for tavern too.
Went and got that color and then erased the color that I had.
Time is it? 8 in the evening. Got to do 12 hours.
I think I might try to do one that's kind of cup.
Mages Guild. North. He's like, you've returned but without the tablet. And it's like, yeah, I need bracers of pass wall. Man, it's expensive. You think you could loan it to me for free since I'm doing you a favor? tried to take a drink and I'm getting attacked. Jesus. Yeah, and pass wall becomes very useful later. You want to do a random question?
Sure.
Now that I got what I need.
Come back and shade that.
Would you rather watch a TV show or watch YouTube?
I think I'd rather watch a TV show.
Man, it really depends. Like,
I knew you were gonna do that.
this is what I do. I think in general, I'd probably rather watch a TV show. If you're because you're considering basically everything that's not on YouTube. So generally, the YouTube TV though is a thing. So
Yeah. But I feel like if I commit to a TV show, if I sit down to watch a TV show, I'm usually committed to it. So, whereas YouTube, I feel like you can get in that doom scroll.
yeah, definitely. What chest? Failure. I have to break it open. It's worthless. I hear a hellhound around here. Alright, we need to go like south, south, south.
I feel like my lines are better today. But that also might be because I'm like gripping the pen really hard. And so it's hurting now my hand is cramping.
Hmm. Alright, so we're gonna use pass wall. This is not the place where you get trapped, but it's gonna be very useful. You can skip large portions of a dungeon with pass wall. Pass wall.
So this might seem really simple. But as someone who's only just recently picked up doing digital art, I did not know that you can use the burn tool and the same thing with the dodge tool. If you don't pick up the pen, it'll stay the same shade. Once you pick it up and then you do it over it, it'll go a shade darker. And I just did not know that. It took me a while to figure that out.
Definitely getting some opposition here.
This might be too dark. From far away, it's not too bad, I guess. I'm not sure I like it. I think that's enough.
Use a bit of a maze. It's hellhounds galore here. They give you a lot of experience, but man, they're beating the shit out of me. See some healing potions. Alright. Let's go south. Kill the hellhounds. And I'm gonna use pass wall. Again. Pass wall.
I don't know why I do that. I need to color it in first.
Jump over the log. Right, so this is the area I was talking about where you can get stuck. Because you have to swim under these areas. And then there's a fucking ghost. So I definitely want to save it. So I save it as Dungeon 1. And then I'm going to use pass wall here. So there. 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 Use it again. There.
Agamanus.
Agamanus. Alright, I'm gonna save it again because I think I might be in the clear. No, that's where it is. He's right over in there. I can hear him. Okay. pass wall. This. 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 There he is. Yeah, he just sits there and he fucks you over. Once you kill him, though, you're good. Open this.
So, how many hours have you put into this game?
A lot. I mean, I track it in my library, but I haven't been
Even
doing.
then,
I haven't been doing that since the beginning of playing it.
yeah.
Oh, we got a riddle.
We have a riddle.
All right. So if you're in chat and you can read it, I'll read it. But if you know the answer, go ahead and type it in. It says, I daily am in Elsewhere and in Skyrim. At times do all the world explore. Since time began, I've held my reign and shall till time is nevermore. I never in my life have strolled in garden, field, or park. Yet all of these are sad and cold if I'm not there and it is dark. And the answer is, that can happen sometimes. So, yep, if you're watching live. And you know the answer, give a shout out. This one I don't think is too bad. Do you happen to know it, Mermal? It's really long, but really it's sort of like something that's in the world daily in many places. Pretty much.
Yet all of these are sad and cold if I'm not there and it's dark. And it is dark. That's the one that confuses me. So I have two possible answers.
Okay. What do you got?
My first answer was snow.
Snow. Okay, no.
No. My second answer is sunlight.
Yeah, the sun.
Okay.
Yeah. It is the sun. S. Oops. It helps if you have the right window selected. Oh, it did it. Sun.
That's you thinking about it. That's your character thinking about it.
You have spoken well. Enter. Ah. I have the tablet. Now get the hell out of here.
You have the meats. So, funny story about having the meats. That's an Arby's thing, right? We have the meats. We went to an Arby's one time and they did not have the meat.
Yeah, they didn't have any meat. Like, they didn't have anything. We went. I was like, can I?
I think we left and went to another one. I don't know.
I was like, can I have roast beef sandwich? Or no, we don't have any roast beef. Can I curly fries? No, we don't have. We only have straight fries.
Well, fries aren't really meat, but they didn't have anything.
Can I have some chicken? No.
Yeah, I think you did ask for a chicken sandwich or something, and they said
And
no.
at that point, you're kind of like, what do you? Let's start with what you have, and go from there. Yeah, I've kind of been. I used to love Arby's, but I'm kind of down on Arby's since, because just not too good of experiences with some of them.
Ta-da! Getting there, getting there. I really like adding the flowers in. The leaves took so long. So if you're just joining us, I'm Mermal. I'm up at the top, and I am doing the art right next to me. I have a prompt up next to me that was a random prompt. So my subject is toaster. My theme is technology versus nature. And then I have a few colors here that I'm supposed to use. Cream, burgundy, and beige. So this has taken me a good, I don't know, like 7 streams of working on this so far to get here.
Yeah, I think you're on like week 3 with that.
Yeah, something like that. These leaves take forever. So I just really finished the leaves off, and now I'm getting started on the flowers and adding them all in. I had some flowers from the start, and then I started on the leaves and it was flowers got left behind. So it's nice to be able to add some color in that's not green right now. You should introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry. I was fighting a bunch of hellhounds. I am Catfish, and I am playing the Elder Scrolls Arena. So I get the bottom half of the stream for gaming. And right now there's tons of hellhounds. I'm just trying to get out of this place.
Let's get out of this place.
Oh, I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. But I found a treasure room. That's convenient. Forget it. Forget about it. I'm getting attacked. Oh, not these guys again. I'm getting out of here. Screw that. I'm not fighting them. Need to go back to Corinth, to the Mages Guild. I took some major damage there. That was a bit rough.
Okay, so I got this one and this one to add flowers to. And I think we'll be done with that vine completely.
So I got the tablet for him, and he was able to decipher it and put the Halls of Colossus on our map, which is where the staff piece is. Right now, I'm gonna go take a nap. Because I took a beating.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Trying to make it look like it's cupped a little bit, but you're looking at it from this way. Just slightly.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is exit the game and go back in, and that's because Um, it is an older game, and it does run out of memory. So the longer you play it, the more chance of weird shit happening, like your save game getting corrupted and all that. And so to avoid that, if you play this game, you should frequently shut it down and reopen it to clear the memory out, which is what I'm doing. We got another random dungeon, miscellaneous quest. Now we're going to change towns.
You want to do a random question while you
Yeah, let's do a random question.
queue?
Wow, what are the odds we got this question again?
No, let's not do that again.
We got this question on the Tuesday stream. I have the odds are 1 in 1,592 of us getting the same question again. So this is re-randomize, get a new one. Your new name is your dad's middle name followed by your favorite childhood food. What is it? So, I mean, I guess it's a question. I think we can safely do this on stream. I don't think that that's too weird. What's my favorite child?
Well, safely, so Dad's middle name can be used as retrieving passwords.
I don't use my dad's middle name for passwords.
Well, no, not passwords, but the questions, the list of questions that sometimes is asked. What's your mom's middle name? What's your mom's maiden name? What's your dad's middle name?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
But my problem is coming up with my favorite childhood food. I've liked a bunch of stuff when I was a kid, but I don't know which one to pick. Do you remember Munchums?
Munchums.
I don't think they make them
No.
anymore. Let me look them up. There is a snack called Munchums that you could get in the store, and they were kind of like, I guess they're crackers of a sort, but
Okay.
they had different flavors on them, and I used to like the Munchums ranch flavor out of all. I don't even like ranch, but I like the ranch Munchums. I want to know if they even make them. This is interesting. Ranch. They're called Munchums. Yeah, I don't
Ranch mushrooms. Ranch munchums.
Okay, I need to
Ranch.
share this on stream so you guys can
I've
see it
never
too.
seen that.
Let me put this over top of the other stuff so you guys can see it.
Keebler Munchums
Oh, they were Keebler.
discontinued. No, I don't think we had those. If we did, we didn't buy them.
Munchums. Baked Keebler Munchums. I did like those. But I don't know if they were my favorite snack ever, though. Favorite childhood food?
Well, I already know mine, and I've already mentioned this earlier. Popcorn and pickle juice.
Really? Favorite childhood food?
Yes. Yes.
Over everything else?
Yep. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I'm having trouble.
It's kind of funny because I don't eat it anymore.
I'm having trouble believing that.
It was really.
Man, I'm having trouble thinking of a childhood food that I liked that much. So it's your dad's middle name followed by your favorite childhood food. I'm gonna go Oscar chicken parmesan. I don't know.
Chicken parmesan.
I have
That's
no idea.
hilarious.
I mean that.
Okay, well, that's still kind of your favorite food today. Mine would be, yeah, mine's even weirder. It's gonna be Matthew popcorn and pickle juice.
I don't know if they expected it to be like a one thing, like it'd be salad or something. Like I don't. It's really weird. Your new name, Oscar Chicken Parmesan. I don't know. I'm gonna do a new question. That one was kind of lame. What was your favorite movie as a kid and why?
Oh, that's a good one. Land Before Time with the dinosaurs. Littlefoot and Sarah, the Triceratops, and oh, what was the little one's name? Petrie? I think it was. Yeah,
I never
I
actually saw
liked
that.
Sarah. You never saw that, even though you loved dinosaurs?
Yeah, so that leads me to my movie, which would be Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Probably.
So when was Jurassic Park released?
90.
Okay, so you're thinking of movies
Or
when you were
93?
about, yeah, when you were like 7 or 8, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking of my movie when I was like, 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't know if I can think of one that young. I liked the Tim Burton Batman. That was a favorite of mine. Both of them, actually. The original Batman, 1989 Batman, and then Batman Returns. I was pretty into those. If you want to go like teenager, those movies are still my favorite movies. So I don't know if that you call that childhood.
Yeah.
Well, they said. So the other question is why.
Oh, why? I apparently had a thing for the cartoon movies that would make all the children cry. So, like, loved Bambi, loved Land Before Time, which was also sad, and
All dogs go to
Fox and the
heaven.
Hound. No, I didn't really like that one. My mom had to take me out of the theater because I started crying.
So that one was that it took it too far.
It was dramatic. Yeah, so Fox and the Hound, love that one, still love that one. Rescuers Down Under. Okay, so Rescuers Down Under, I loved Joanna, which is a lizard, and I just love all things lizards. So, that's a given that I would have loved Joanna.
I watched a crap load of cartoons growing up, but I can't think of a movie that I saw that would be considered a childhood favorite that was a cartoon. I love Jurassic Park because I was really into dinosaurs even before that movie came out. So I was like Tim in that movie,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the enthusiastic little boy that liked dinosaurs. So I identified with that character that knew all that's a Dilophosaurus and Vegisaurus lacks Vegisaurus. Yeah, so I knew all that shit, and I wasn't like, as far as like the horror elements and stuff like that, wasn't bothered by that. I wasn't scared by that. And then, of course, the visuals of the movie were amazing for the time. Great soundtrack. Yeah, that would probably be my childhood favorite movie. And I liked it because of dinosaurs. I think it was a very impactful movie that way to people who didn't really care for dinosaurs or like suddenly became interested in them.
Yep.
I know there are paleontologists have credited the movie, not necessarily with its accuracy, but like people invested money in research and archaeological digs and stuff because I had to be careful about how to say that.
Yeah, I know. Why did I put it so high up? Okay, now I gotta bring that back up to it. It's just gonna be a floating flower.
Lots.
I'm gonna put that on this layer.
Lots of treasure in this place. Okay, so this floor doesn't seem too stretched. Maybe a little bit, but not like, at least my arrow, like my body's like at the door length, so that doesn't seem that weird. However, I'm gonna go up a floor, and now things are getting more stretched out. Yeah, look at this one.
You suddenly got shorter.
Yeah, I call it the Alice in Wonderland effect. Like, they just keep stretching the walls. Oh, Minotaur. Ooh. This game is actually like really immersive and scary, especially if you have the sound loud and you playing like by yourself in a dark room. And it's because shit just spawns on top of you.
I've actually witnessed him jump in his seat with the headphones on.
Yeah, I'd be like, holy shit, Minotaur!
I'm like, I don't hear anything, but he just jumps, and I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, you'll just be like chilling in a place like this, and all of a sudden it's just and you turn around and there's a zombie. It's like increased enemies in this place, but also increased treasure.
Looking good. Oh man, we only have 6 minutes left.
I think I got time to get back to town and do a miscellaneous quest here.
Do
As long as it's not from the king. This can be a
do
little bit long, but we'll see.
question? I kind of liked the curved one, so I think I'm gonna do another one down here. Just took some thinking on my part to figure that one out, but it looks really good, I think.
Of course, it's nighttime again.
Did it again.
I almost shot that monk. Scared me.
You're getting too immersed.
was dark, and I just see this object.
Oh my gosh, I will not. I'm tired. I'm apparently tired. Okay, I want that color.
I think it is a king quest. Yep.
Alright, there we are.
South. This guy's weird, by the way.
What is he doing? He looks like he's waiting for somebody to murder them.
Yeah, he seems like a shady fellow.
Shady fellow.
Can I complete this quest in 3 minutes? If it's one where you have to go into a dungeon and kill something or rescue somebody, then definitely not. Business and Thorheim Guard. So, escort. Vintage armaments. Thorheim Guard. Okay. I think we can do that in about 3 minutes. So, where is this place? Over here. Vintage armaments. Oh, it's foggy.
So are you escorting him across town or something?
Escorting this, I think he said sister,
Oh,
to this store in a town.
okay. It's because that guy was standing outside creepily.
Yeah, you need an escort. The only trouble is that it's foggy. It's hard to see where the buildings are. This might be it. Nope. How about this one? Nope. Yeah. East. There's nothing.
Okay, I don't like that. Something looks
North.
weird about that.
Not that one.
There. That's better.
Vintage armaments. Thank you. Here's your money. Yep, did it in 3 minutes.
Woohoo!
I didn't gain any level there in this whole stream.
Interesting. Alright. You want to do one last question?
Yeah, we can do one more. You want to do one more? Okay. One more question for the night. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time to meet your ancestors or forward to meet your descendants? Well,
Well,
unless something weird happens, I'm not having descendants. I'm still capable, but you're not.
okay, thanks. I don't know why you had to announce that.
You don't even have a uterus. Um,
So
so your
obviously,
choice. Okay, let's say you had the. Can we do that?
if we had the ability,
Yeah. We could still do a surrogate, right?
I
Technically.
don't want kids.
No, neither do I. But look, as far as like, is there? You're saying there's a chance. um.
Yes, technically we could still do a surrogate, and they would
Okay.
be biologically ours. Yes.
Um. I don't want to go back in time.
You don't?
Period. Yeah. So if the question had nothing to do with ancestors or descendants, and it was just do you want to go back or forward in time, I want to go forward in time. Yeah. You go back in time, it's just more diseases, more wars, more bad shit, right? I want to see what.
Yeah, but we're gonna have bad shit in the future too.
Yeah, I guess being more hopeful that the trajectory is maybe barely going up, but it is, and it doesn't
I
say
mean, it has improved
it doesn't say how far forward in the
already.
future
So
either, right? So if I go 5,000 years in the future, I don't know. My curiosity is more on what the future looks like than the past. I can imagine what the past looks like. Not to mention the paradoxes and shit that you would have to deal with if you go to the
yeah, the
past.
paradoxes of going back into the past are just too much for me to comprehend. For
Yeah.
that reason alone, I would go into the future.
What was the show you watched that you hated that the lady was like randomly transported back to like Scotland or whatever?
Outlander. Oh my god, I will never watch that ever again.
Yeah, so she immediately had hostilities and like people didn't
Yeah.
believe her, who she was. Yeah. So if I went back and met my ancestors, they'd be like, "Who the hell are you?" And like, I'd probably be disappointed.
Yeah.
They wouldn't recognize me. Like, I came from the future. They'd be like, bullshit. Get to work in the mine,
In the mines.
in the mines.
Did any of your ancestors actually work in a mine?
I have to imagine, yeah.
Well, yeah, at some point, but I was just thinking,
Certainly steel workers.
yeah.
So get to work in the steel. Hey, you got need. Like, I ain't working more than 40 hours a week. Like that's you go back in time, yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yep.
In the future, you might not have to work at all.
You you're joking, right? I cannot believe AI is going to take our jobs. They're going to find something for us to do and continue taking up our time. I feel like every time this is going to save us so much time. They just shove more work in those time slots they freed up. Okay,
Yeah.
this is not about work. This is not about work. Yes, I would go into the future simply because the time paradox stuff is too much for me to comprehend.
It's not about the time paradox. It's just about creature comforts.
Okay. I mean, I like my creature comforts, but I can go without a lot more than.
Like if I go back 30 years, I don't even have internet. So and then
I
my
think
hobbies.
I would feel like, yeah, I would feel like that makes me feel a little bit better that we don't have internet.
Yeah, the only thing I could go back, you could go back 30 years and like inflation's not as bad. So if I take some money with me, that might be useful. But
We're rich.
yeah, That's what you do is you take money back into the past and then go back to your own time. So you go back in time, you invest in like IBM,
Apple.
Apple, and then you go back forward in time and you cash in.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. And with that, we're gonna end the stream. We normally would stream Saturday. We're not gonna be streaming Saturday.
Nope.
No, we're gonna visit some family. So we'll be back next Tuesday. All right. Mermal, you can have that finished.
Have that finished what?
What if you had a percentage on that right there? How done are you?
Percentages. Oh my goodness. I'm
Are you not?
90% done.
You're 90% done?
I think so. It's really just adding in the flowers and filling out some of this empty space. I mean, there's always things that I can look at and go, oh, well, this needs something. Well, that needs something. So I have to scale it back a bit. But I think adding in the flowers will make it feel very full. And the flowers go faster than the leaves. All right.
All right. So
Raid.
you want to do raid? So I always raid the ferrets. And that's because there's a channel that's a rescue for ferrets. And they, if you watch them, it generates revenue for them. So
That are that revenue strictly for the ferrets.
yep, completely for the ferrets. In fact, that whole rescue is run off ad revenue from that watching that stream. So if you watch it, you're directly contributing to the animals there, and they're cute and they're cool, and you should check them out. Highly recommend.
Raid the ferret. Say hi to
Raid the
Henry for me
ferrets.
if you see him.
All right, guys. Bye. Enjoy the
Bye.
ferrets.